to cook with my Aunt Rosie, going to help her as a committee cook. She would also just cook for different funerals, different dinners, and so I would go and she would teach me how to cook something, and she'd say, okay, I'm going to show you once, and then after that you're on your own. We would go and she would show me one time, and the next time I was on my own. So you just kind of learn how to perfect it.
You know, the younger cooks, we started out on setting tables, making Kool-Aid, tea, and salads. So I started out with that, and then at some point they put me to the fire, and the first thing I learned to make was pork steam fry. I add way more pepper than anybody else, I think, but it's kind of become my little signature. But, you know, I just make it to how I like for it to taste.
Osage hinikashia pa ohon ita kiochta ka khabe. Osage hinikashia pa ohon ita kiochta ka khabe.
It's more than just cooking. It's more than just cooking. There's a lot of cultural, upbringing involved. And it's just not a matter of putting some things in a bowl or putting them in a pot and letting them cook. You have a way of doing things. And it was explained to me when I became head cook. I was told by the whip man, this room here, this is yours, and you run it.
It's special because you do it together. You take pride in it. You're sharing, and you're feeding your other districts and visitors and family, and it just makes you feel good to hear the spoons click on the plate. When it is quiet, they're eating, they're really liking it. It's just the pride I think you take that you accomplished it together, and it's not an easy feat. You dedicate so much as a cook, and that's what keeps everybody coming back.
Ohumpita un nombre awata nompe. Ohumpita un nombre awata nompe.
I've enjoyed being a cook and just the fellowship and meeting new people and being able to dance, and just an awesome feeling when you're around there to see everybody. It's like a big family reunion, whether you're related or not.
I was very proud that I was part of my grandmother and my mother's legacy and my dad's legacy, being there in what they've showed me. It's a magnitude of things, and it's here. And then you go back and you think, if we had that one day to do it all over again, what would it be? I'm sure it would be part of cooking and the laughter of cooking and being there as a family and sharing our thoughts and making new memories. And so to me, there's not one word that I can put on what's it like to be a cook. It's a good feeling. It's togetherness. I mean,
it's really true servant leadership.
Right.
That's what it is. You're really a servant.
Yes, and we want to carry on and make our elders. It's all about the elders. We're going to make our elders proud.
You get this overwhelming joy for this huge job that you have in front of you, and it is hard, especially if you have kids and a family. It's hard to, dress your family, but it's kind of a position you're willing to take on, knowing that you've got all these other side issues going on at the same time that you have to take care of also. But somehow you get it done.
It's a great experience. It's something that you hold on to, And I think the thing I miss the most is probably the fellowship and camaraderie, and you're with these people quite a bit, and they're all nice people, and they can all cook. And I hope that I am part of their learning process that I maybe had taught them something.
For us, food was medicine. And when we cook, we're putting prayers into that food. And that makes that food extremely powerful. And you can imagine 100, 200 years ago what food meant. You know, it meant to life. And so we probably take it a little bit for granted now, but that's what goes into that food. It's a spiritual act to cook food for people. But all food was medicine, and it was life-giving.
Onombria kamanka epe. Onombria kamanka epe.
It's really important to have a good frame of mind when you cook. And, and you think a lot about the families if you're fixing a funeral dinner or, and it's always a happy occasion when you're fixing, like for a birthday or something like that.
My grandma said, you always pray while you're preparing this food and stuff. It just makes you feel really good inside to know that, you fix this and these people will get blessings from it, and then in turn they'll probably, they have good thoughts and those blessings will come back on you. You've really accomplished something when you don't have to be there to tell them what to do, that they can go and actually fix that meal, and all you got to do is come and eat it. Then you feel like you've done a big job of teaching them.
It's who we are. And cooking is in everything we do. I mean, our namings, we have breakfast. Our peyote church, we eat. Our funerals, that's the end of the dinners, the end of the road. It's in everything we do. It's part of what makes us who we are.
Hey, goes go hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya,